Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 65-minute stability goal class. So this is probably more along the Pilates lines of things. We don't do any yoga flow or anything like that, but we use the ball to challenge our strength and our stability. I would probably say this is a level 2-3 class, so I don't go over much basic instruction. You could probably do this whole class without the ball and just ignore what I'm saying about the ball and do the same movements. But the ball obviously adds a whole different element of fun. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you have comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below. We are going to get started today lying on our backs with our feet on the ball. Start lying down on your back. Bring your feet to the ball. Your whole foot is going to be on the ball. Your feet are about hips distance apart. Hands down by the side. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to roll through an imprinted spine. So lower the lower back onto the floor. Roll the hips up towards the ribs. And then you're going to roll yourself all the way up into a bridge. Your whole foot is on the ball. Don't let the ball roll away from you. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, reverse the movement. Slow roll down the spine like you're lowering down a pearl necklace onto a bench top. Inhale, let the spine release to neutral. As you exhale, press your feet into the ball. Think of drawing the ball towards your glutes as you roll yourself up into a bridge. Inhale at the top. And then as you exhale, slow roll yourself down. Option to make this harder by floating the hands up towards the sky. We've got 8 more here, nice and slow. So you don't have to come up super high with this. I'm more concerned with the fact that the ball isn't getting pushed away from you when you come into the bridge, and you're really articulating through the spine, keeping that rib to hip and glute connection. 6 more. One more here. You're going to hold at the top. As you inhale, you're going to extend the legs. The feet will come off the ball, but the heels will stay on. As you exhale, feet come back to the ball. Draw the ball in towards you. Bend the knees. Inhale, extend the legs. Press long. Stay in parallel. Don't turn out. And then as you exhale, dig into the ball. Pull it towards you. We're going to take 8 more here. Hamstring curl. Keep the hips lifted. Again, you can have the hands on the floor for more support. Extend the legs nice and long. You're going to keep those toes off the ball. Keep the legs long. As you inhale, you're just going to hinge down, tap the butt to the floor. And then as you exhale, engage the glutes, bring it back up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, bring it up. 8 more here. set the hips down, keep the legs long, take an inhale. As you exhale, curl up through the chest, look towards the belly button. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bring the right leg towards you, grab behind the calf. We're going into our single leg stretch. So you're going to exhale, exhale, pull the leg towards you. Inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. You're engaging through the belly. Your foot that is on the ball is light on the ball. And you're getting a nice little bonus hamstring stretch here. One more each side. Set the feet down, roll the chest down, draw the knees back in towards the chest. The whole foot is on the ball. We're going to come into some single leg bridges now. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to start by coming up into your bridge. You're going to ground down through the right foot. So feel the whole right foot on the ball. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to float the left leg to tabletop. Inhale, extend the leg to the sky. Take an exhale here. Make sure that your hips are even. Keep the left leg straight. Keep the bridge. As you inhale, lower the left leg towards the ball. Exhale, pick it up. We're only doing 5. Inhale, lower, hips stay even. Exhale, pick it up. 3 more. Last one. Bring that left leg down to the ball. Take an inhale. As you exhale, float the right leg to tabletop. Extend it long. As you inhale, the pelvis stays even. Take that right leg straight down to the ball. Exhale, bring it to the sky. Inhale, take it down. Exhale to the sky. 3 more here. Bring it back to your bridge. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll down the spine. Take a moment, straighten out the legs. And then bring them back in towards you. This time we're going to start with that left leg floating in tabletop. So it's hovering just above the ball in line with the right. You're going to keep your hips even. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press into the ball, lift the hips up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it all the way up into your bridge. Inhale, tap it all the way down. We're going to aim for 6 more. Keep pulling the ball towards the butt. Last one. Inhale, set it down, switch it out. Right leg floats to tabletop, take an inhale. As you exhale, press down through the left foot, float it up into that single leg bridge. Inhale, bring it down. Again, if you wanted to make this harder, you would take the hands off. Now we've got 6 more. I can't do odd numbers, it confuses me too much. One more. Float it down. From here, you're going to let the knees, bring the calves over the ball so your knees are bent. You're going to press into the ball with your heels like you're trying to hug the ball in towards your butt. You're going to take your hands behind your head, take an inhale. Option 1, as you exhale, you're just going to curl the chest up. Just keep those legs on the ball pressing down. Inhale, lower your crunch. Exhale, roll up crunch, neck is relaxed. Inhale, lower down. You can keep going like this, keeping the elbows nice and wide, drawing the rib cage down towards the pelvis, neck is relaxed. Option to add a reverse curl. So as you exhale, the heels squeeze the ball to the butt, mine's sliding, And then you're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. The hips will lift. And then as you inhale, slow roll down the spine, come back. Exhale, crunch in a reverse curl. Inhale, slow lower down. We're going to take 8 more wherever you are. Nice and slow. I want you to hold at the top in that correct contraction. I'm doing well with words today. This ball is just sliding off my shorts. Two more. Last one. And then slow lower down. From here, you're going to bring the heels together. The toes are wide. The heels are on the ball, but the rest of the foot is off. Hands can come by the side or overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the hips as you press the ball away. Keep those toes in turnout. Keep the hips lifted as you inhale, draw it towards you. Exhale, press it out. So it's like a little frog press. Inhale, bring it towards you. Exhale, press it out. We've got 8 more here. Squeeze the inner thighs. One more. Draw it in, lower down. You're going to keep the same foot position. You're just going to take the feet wide on the ball. So you're still in turnout, but now your heels are towards the edges of the ball. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bridge up. Keep the legs. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, draw in. 8 more. One more. And then slowly lower down. Hamstrings. You're going to take the ball in between the ankles. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to extend those legs as straight as is what is comfortable for you up over the hips. Hands come behind the head again. Elbows nice and wide. Take an inhale. As you exhale, chest curl. Gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Roll the ribs towards the hips. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to do a double pump on that ball. Squeeze the ankles. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, lower the head, release. Exhale, curl up, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl up, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, curl up, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release. Option to make this harder, lower the legs down on a diagonal. Squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, release the head back. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze. Lower back stays in the floor, so do the lower ribs. Inhale it down. Exhale up, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale it down. Take 6 more like this. Draw the ball in, rest the head back. Take a nice deep inhale. Nice deep exhale. We're coming back to the same thing, but we're going to do the 100. So choose your leg position. You could be in tabletop. Legs could extend, or you could come down on a diagonal. Arms are long. Take an inhale. As you exhale, peel the head and chest up. You're going to pump the ball at the same time as the legs. So constant little pulse on that ball. We pump the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. Last set. Lower it down, lower the head down. That's really hard to coordinate in my brain. We're going to bring the heels back onto the ball, send the legs long. We're going to work some more single leg stuff. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips up, long bridge. Hands can stay down, more challenge, they're going to stay up. Take an inhale here. Keep the legs straight. As you exhale, you're going to press down through the left heel, float the right leg up to the sky. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, press down through the right, float the left leg. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, float right. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, float left. Inhale, bring it down. You're going to do 6 more on each side. One more each side. Slow, lower it down. Bring that ball back in between the ankles again. We're going to come into our teaser. So you have 2 options actually. You could just keep the feet on the ball. We're going to start here. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, circle, sweep around. Feet stay on the ball as much as you can. Come up into your teaser. Inhale. And then as you exhale, I've somehow managed to be really crooked here. You're going to slowly roll back down. We're going to do one more like that. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms overhead. As you exhale, bring them around. Gentle tuck the chin to the chest. Feet press into the ball. Mine's a little bit too big for this. Inhale, option, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bring it down. You have the option to stay there. Otherwise, feet are going to come to the outside edges of the ball. Hug in with the ankles. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, sweep the arms around, tuck the chin to the chest. Once you get to imprint, start to lift those legs up into your teaser. Squeeze, squeeze on the ball, and then slowly lower down. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, sweep around. Once you come through imprint, lift the legs. Inhale at the top. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, maybe lift the arms. Exhale, slow roll down. 3 more wherever you are. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, maybe reach the arms overhead. Exhale, slow control, lower down. 2 more. Ooh. One more. Inhale, lengthen, release the ball, exhale. You're going to rock and roll yourself up to a seat. Doesn't have to be anything particularly fancy. And we're going to make our way onto all fours. Sort of all fours. You're going to be kneeling. Your hands are going to be on the ball. We're going to start with a roll out. So your knees stack over your hips. Take an inhale. You're going to send that ball long. You're hinging at the hips. So my body is a plank. Press the arms into the ball. And then as you exhale, same thing. Your body stays like a plank. Excuse me. You're using your underarm muscles to pull yourself back up. Inhale, send the body long. The less of the ball is under your hands, the further away it is, the harder. Exhale, press down into the ball. Bring yourself back up. Try to keep your ears out of your shoulders. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bring it up. We've got 3 more here. From here, you're going to set your forearms onto the, what is this thing called? A ball. Tuck your toes under. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to hover the knees. So we're coming into a bear. Inhale, tap the knees. Exhale, lift and hover. Inhale, tap the knees down. Exhale, lift and hover. 3 more like this. Last one. Inhale, set it down. Give your legs a little bit of a break because we're coming into some single leg work. You can stay with that. Otherwise, take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, come up into the bear. We're going to hold. Inhale, shift the weight to the left foot. As you exhale, try and keep the pelvis even, weight even in the arms. Donkey kick with the right. Inhale, come back, both feet down. Shift weight to the right. Exhale, donkey kick with the left from the glute and hamstring. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 5 more on each side. Try and keep even weight through those forearms, even weight through the pelvis. Keep the bend in the knees. One more each side. Inhale into your bear. Set it down as you exhale. Untuck the toes. Send the arms really long on that ball. Come forward. So you're kind of hinging from the hips. As you inhale, you're going to come into a cow belly breath as long as this feels good on the shoulders. And then as you exhale, you're going to round through the spine, but keep the arms long. Inhale, cow belly breath. It's almost like you're coming into a puppy pose. And then exhale, engage through the lats, round out through the spine. 2 more here. This should feel good. So if it's painful, you come down into a regular cat-cow. Roll yourself all the way in. We're coming back onto those forearms. Forearms parallel, tuck under the toes. This time the legs will straighten. We're stepping back into a plank pose. Now this might be plenty challenging enough here for you, and that's where you're going to stay. Otherwise, we're going to start with a saw. So you're going to think of your fingertips poking the front of the room without the rest of your body moving. And then as you exhale, draw the elbows back to the ribs. The movement is coming from my shoulders. I'm not rocking back and forward through my feet. We will do that later, but we're not doing it now. So my shoulders move forward, my shoulders move back. We've got 8 more. Take a break if you need to, otherwise hold your plank. We're going to go from side to side. So you're going to shift the ball over to the right, try and keep your body stable. Inhale it through center. Exhale, shift it to the left. Inhale through center. So it's like now instead of poking the front of the room, it's like you're trying to draw a horizontal line with your fingertips across the front edge of your mat, but your hips and the rest of your body aren't swaying from side to side. So you should really feel your obliques working here to try and keep your pelvis even, to try and keep you from shifting weight from foot to foot. We're going to go 3 more each side. Come back through center, slowly lower the knees down. You're going to keep those forearms on the ball. We're going to come into a variation of bird dog. We're going to start just with the legs. So try and have your feet about, or your knees about hip distance apart. You can angle your left toes in a little bit for more stability. You can tuck them under. You're going to shift the weight into that left shin. Try and keep the weight in the arms even. Right heel to glute. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to donkey kick with that right foot. Make sure you haven't just dumped into the left hip. You're still engaging that glute. Inhale, tap the knee down. Exhale, donkey kick with the right. Inhale, tap it down. My pelvis stays even to the floor. You're not opening out one side to the other. You've got 5 more here. You're trying to keep the ball as still as you can. Obviously, it's going to move, and that's fine. But your aim is to one day be able to keep it still, even if that never happens. Last one, we're going to hold it up there. You're going to do 10 little pulses. Keep the right hip facing down. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg up there. From here, you're just going to extend the knee a little bit, bend the knee a little bit, extend the knee a little bit, bend the knee a little bit. So you're trying to keep your hips stable and trying to keep the movement coming just from that knee. This is way harder than it should be. You're going to do 6 more for me. And then you're going to bring it in. We're going to try a straight leg variation. So this time you're going to step that right foot back as if you're coming into a plank. Depending on the size of the ball, it might alter how high you can get your hip. My ball is big. I can't get my hip super high. You're going to take an inhale. From the glute and hamstring, as you exhale, you're going to lift the right heel up towards the sky. Keep the leg straight. Knee faces the floor. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, straight leg lift. Inhale, tap it down. 8 more here. Last one. Bend that right knee in. From here, we're going to switch to the arms. So you're going to press down through that right forearm. Try not to let the ball slide. Try and keep your pelvis even. You're going to reach that left arm out in front of you. Bring it back down. Reach the right arm out in front of you. Bring it back down. So you see how I want to twist my right hip forward when I do that? Try and keep your pelvis even. So draw the left hip back slightly as you reach the arm forward. Set it down. Draw the right hip back slightly as you reach the right arm forward. Set it down. Make this harder. You can walk your knees back into a modified plank. So your body is on more of an angle. We're going to do 3 more on each side. Come back to center. Now, if you want to try, I don't even know if I can do this. We're going to try arm and leg at the same time. So bend that right knee into the glute. Get really light on the left hand. I don't think I can do this. You're going to extend that left arm out in front of you first. And then as you exhale, see if you can float that right knee. Oh, I did it. Inhale, bring them both back to center. We're just going to go for 5. Exhale, extend long. Maybe the right leg can extend. Keep the hips even. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, bird dog, but way harder. Inhale, center. Last 2. We can do hard things. You're going to turn your left hip to face the ball. The left forearm is going to be on the ball, but it's not pressing down. Step that right leg long, lean slightly over. Again, that ball is almost like an instability point. Right foot, left knee, left elbow, line up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slide that right foot slightly towards the back right-hand corner of your back, left-hand corner of your mat on a diagonal. Inhale here. Exhale, leg faces the front. Lift. Inhale, lower. I'm lifting away from the ball. Inhale, lower. My knee faces the front as I exhale. Inhale, lower. The movement comes from my hip, not my waist. Inhale, lower. We got 6 more. You're going to hold that leg up there. We're going to circle forward, down and around, up and back. Forward, down, around, up and back. We're just going 5 in each direction. You're trying to keep your pelvis as stable as possible. And then you're going to reverse. Back, down, up and around. Back, down, up and around. Just 5. Set that foot down. We're going to come into a side plank. If that was really challenging for you, you can stay there and work on some arm variations. Otherwise, you're going to get into the middle of that ball with the left forearm. Take your right fingertips to the ball to stabilize. Right leg comes to the front corner of the mat, and then that left leg is going to stagger back behind. If you're super advanced, you can stack the feet. This might be where you stay. Maybe you can start to reach that right arm up. Try and stack right hip on top of left. Draw the left lat down. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you can add some arm movements as you inhale. Right arm comes to the front, in front of you. And then as you exhale it back up to the sky. Inhale, it comes towards the long edge of your mat. Exhale, it comes to the sky. We're just going to do 3 more here. Take that right hand to the ball, step the left knee down, take a mini break. We're going to come into the same position. We're going to do some adductor work. So set yourself up, but keep that bottom knee bent. I would suggest keeping the right hand on the ball here unless you're super advanced. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, press down into the sole of the right foot. Tap the left knee to the inner edge of the right. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, tap. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, tap. Inhale, set it down. 3 more. Inhale, set it down, and release. We're going to come to the other side. I'm just going to turn so that you can see me. Okay, so we are now going, now I've got myself confused. Now we're going with the left leg. So bring those arms into parallel. You're going to bend that left knee, heeling towards the glute. You can kick the right foot in a little bit. Take an inhale. As you exhale, donkey kick with that left. Keep the hips down. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, tap down. 8 more. Relax the shoulders. Don't drop into the right hip. We're going to hold it up, 10 little pulses for 10, 9, 8. Keep the knee bent. The movement's coming from the knee now. As you inhale, you're just going to straighten a bit, and then exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. You've got 8 more. I am way more stable on this side, and I feel like I've missed something because it's just way easier. Bend that knee in, reset yourself. We're going to do it straight leg. So you're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat like you were coming into plank, even off through your hips. Take an inhale. It's not a big movement. As you exhale, glute and hamstring, straight leg lift. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap down. Don't dump into your lower back here. 7 more. Slow release. One more. We're going to come into that arm variation. So you're going to ground down through the left hand, or left arm. You're going to start by reaching that right arm out in front of you. Bring it back in. Left arm out in front of you. Bring it back in. You could stick with this variation that we did before. You could walk yourself out longer like we did before. If you want to add something different, you're going to bring the right arm off to the right, maybe extend it long, and then bring it in. Left arm off to the left. Keep it long, bring it in. I realize that I'm doing the complete opposite to what I'm saying. I'm doing left when I'm saying right. That's okay. You know what I mean. When you lift that arm out to the side, you're drawing that same hip down in line with the other one. We're going to do 2 more on each side. We're going to try that bird dog. So you're going to curl that left heel into the glute. Ground down through the left forearm. Start by extending the right arm out in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can extend that left leg behind you. Inhale, bring everything to the midline. Exhale, extend long, hips and shoulders even to the floor. Inhale, bring it in. 3 more here. Bring it in. Turn to the side, right hip faces, extend the left leg long, right forearm comes to the ball. Take that left foot to the back corner of the mat, hips are stacked and even. Take an inhale. As you exhale, knee faces the front, lift the leg. Inhale, tap down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap down. 8 more. Hold it up. 10 little pulses for 10, 9, 8. You're going to circle down, forward, down, up, and around. Whatever way, it doesn't matter. You're just going to do 5 circles in one direction. Keep your pelvis as even as you can. And then you'll do 5 in the other direction. Change directions. You're going to set that left foot down. We're coming into that side plank, so take any modifications you need. Step that right foot back to stagger behind the left. Maybe this is where you're staying. Maybe you can play around with taking that left arm up to the sky. Maybe on your inhales, you're bringing it parallel with the floor out in front of you. And then as you exhale, bring it up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, bring it up. 3 more. Oh, no, sorry, 4 more. One more. Bring the hand to the ball. Set yourself down. That right knee is underneath the hips. Set yourself back up as if you're coming into the side plank. Lean into the ball. Press down through the left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right knee taps left. Inhale, step it down. Option to float top hand. We've got 4 more. Woo! And then set it down. From here, we're going to come up to standing. We're going to do some more leg work. You're going to take that right leg behind you, left leg out in front of you. Square off through the hips. We're coming into a lunge. As you inhale, bend the left knee, send the right leg back behind you. Make sure that left knee faces forward. Exhale, engage the left glute, come to stand. Inhale, take it all the way back and down. Woo. Exhale, press all the way to stand. We've got 8 more here. This last one, we're going to hold it down. You're going to keep the bend in the left knee, draw the right knee towards you. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, draw it in, hips stay even. Exhale, press it out. Make sure your left knee is not collapsing to the midline. Exhale, press it out. 7 more. Last one. You're going to keep standing on that left leg. You're just going to bring that ball out in front of you. Option to do whatever feels most comfortable with your hands. You're going to stomp down on that with that right foot as if you're trying to squish the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, stomp down. Inhale, release. This looks really easy, but it's actually surprisingly hard. You've got 7 more. One more. And release. From here, you're going to step back. We're going to take a little intermission between sides. Place the hands on the ball. You're going to step yourself back into a plank. Option to modify by coming down onto the onto the knees again, although that could arguably be harder. You might just stay here in your plank, and that's fine. You could always drop to your forearms if that feels better for you. You're going to take an inhale. Pelvis stays even, spine is long. As you exhale, you're just going to float the right leg behind you. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left leg floats. It's just to the height of the hips. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float right. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float left. Inhale, set it down. You've got 8 more on each side, nice and slow. Last one. From here, we're going to try lifting one hand at a time. No, I'm totally just kidding. You're going to roll yourself up. We're going to take it to the other side. If you can do that, please let me know because I'm very impressed. I definitely cannot do that without falling on my face and breaking another bone. Even up through your hips. Left foot is on the ball. Take an inhale. Bend the right knee. Send the left leg back. Exhale, drive through the right heel. Press to stand. 9 more. One more. Hold it down there. As you inhale, draw the left knee towards the chest. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, kick back. 8 more. Keep that single leg squat on the right. Draw it all the way up. You're going to pass that ball through. Keep standing on the right leg. Sole of the left foot comes to the ball. Hands wherever you want them. Take an inhale. As you exhale, stomp the left foot down. Slow control release as you inhale. Exhale, stomp it down. Slow control release, inhale. 8 more. One more. And then you're going to release. We're going to come back into that plank position. Again, you have the option to drop to the knees here. We're going to do push-ups. We're going to do a couple of variations of push-ups. We will come down to the knees eventually. Hands come wide on the ball. You're going to take an inhale to lower. Your whole body lowers like a plank. Hips and chest in a line. Exhale, press away. So if you're dropping your hips or you're piking your hips and just dropping your chest or doing like little baby movements, I want you to drop to your knees. We're doing 10, so we've got 9 more. Inhale, lower in a plank. Exhale, press away. 8 more. We've got 1 more. You're going to roll it all the way up. We're going to take a break and do the legs. So you're going to sit on the ball as if you're riding a horse. So the legs come wide over the ball. You can keep sitting here on the ball. Toes are tucked behind you. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, release. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, release. We're all going to do 3 more here. So you could stay here. Otherwise, you're going to send weight back into the heels. You're going to come into a squat. The ball will lift. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. We're going to do 15 more. Five more. Last one. And release. You're going to come back to either your feet or your knees in that push-up position. Option to do what you did before. Otherwise, option to float one leg. So if you're up on your toes with me, you're going to float the right leg. Try and keep the pelvis even. Same principles. As you inhale, your whole body lowers. As you exhale, your whole body presses away. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press away. We're aiming for 5 on each side. So we've got 3 more here. One more. Set those right toes down. If you're coming with me, float the left leg, pelvis is even. 5 on this side. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press away. 4 more. Set it down. Roll it up. You're going to face the long end of the mat. The left leg is going to come underneath that ball. We're coming into a side lunge. As you inhale, the hips go back, bend into the right knee. Make sure you can see your toes. Shin is perpendicular to the floor. Exhale, press it up. If this range of movement is too much for you, you don't come down as low, or you get rid of the ball and just go into a side lunge. We've got 8 more here. One more. From here, you're going to extend that left leg long. If this transition doesn't work for you, you're just going to get onto the floor and make your way down. If you can, keep that left leg on, plant the right hand, and then float that right leg underneath the left. However you got there, your left leg is on the floor, on the ball, your right knee is on the floor. Wow, shitty explanation. I'm sorry. Right hand is planted. You can have your left hand on something in front of you if you need to. Take an inhale. Press into the left foot. As you exhale, that right knee lifts towards the left. Inhale, bring it down. You could also just do this weird hover with your arm that I'm doing because it seems to help. We're aiming for 10 of these. And just keep rolling forward. These are hard because they're hard. So if you can't do them, don't worry. Just try. And then you're slowly going to take that leg off the ball. Keep yourself on your knees, turn to face the ball. We're going to come into push-ups again. We're going to do them differently. So walk yourself back so you're in a modified plank on your knees. You're going to inhale, bring the chest towards the ball. As you exhale, squeeze the ball with the hands. Inhale, release. Exhale, press away. Inhale, chest to ball. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, press away. 8 more like that. Last one, we're going to hold it down there. We're going to do 10 little pulses on that ball for 10, 9, 8, squeeze, 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 4, 3, 2, 1, press it away. Make your way to standing. We're coming on to that other side with our side lunges. It's our last standing thing, and then we're going to finish with some core work. Right foot comes to the ball. We're coming into our lateral lunge. As you inhale, hips go back. Right leg will come out to the side. Exhale, bring it up to stand. Inhale, come down. Exhale, bring it up to stand. You're going to take 8 more here. Last one. Without the shitty explanation, you're going to make your way down onto the floor so that that left knee is underneath the hip. The right foot is on the ball. Make sure you're not too far forward on the ball, otherwise you'll roll off. Left hand underneath left shoulder. Take an inhale. Press into the ball. As you exhale, see if you can lift the left knee towards the right. I don't know if yes, I can. Inhale, take it down. You're aiming for 10 more. It doesn't really matter how many you get. If you get to 5 and you're done, that's fantastic. You got to 5 and you're done. Last one. And then slowly release. You're going to make your way so that you're sitting on the ball. You're going to kind of come to the front edge of the ball, and then you're going to roll yourself down so that your lower back is supported on the ball. Feet are firmly planted, hands behind the head. Keep this tuck of the pelvis. So we're going to work that first. You're going to keep your upper body as it is. As you inhale, feel like your lower back is arching into the ball. And then as you exhale, feel like your lower back is pressing into the ball, ribs to hips. Inhale, lengthen the space between your ribs and hips. Exhale, close it. 3 more like this. Keep that tuck. As you inhale, the tuck stays. You're just going to release the upper body over the ball. So I'm not collapsing into the ball like this. I'm keeping that tuck through the lower body. And then as you exhale, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest, ribs slide back towards the pelvis. Keep the tuck as you inhale, thoracic extension. And then as you exhale, curl it up. Take 8 more here. If you want to make this harder, you can come up onto the tippy toes, but don't lose that tuck. Two more. From here, you're going to roll yourself so that you're back towards the back of the mat. And then you're going to roll yourself all the way out on the ball so that just your upper body is supported. You can have your hands behind your head. You can float your arms. You can use your elbows to hug the ball, wherever you feel best. You're going to start by grounding down through the left foot and just coming onto the right toes. Set it down. Left toes, set it down. Right toes, set it down. Left toes, set it down. If that's feeling good and you're feeling confident, stay engaged through the glutes. Ground through the left leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, maybe you can float that right foot off. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, float the left foot off. Inhale it back to center. Maybe you can come all the way up to a tabletop with that right leg. Inhale it to center. Exhale, tabletop with the left leg. Again, this looks like it should be easy, but it's really hard. We're going to do 4 more on each side. And then you're slowly going to release. You're going to let your hips sink down towards the floor and then just press the floor away, coming into a curl in your upper body. It's kind of like a leg press or a hack squat sort of motion. Should feel nice. You can keep this going. If you want to make it harder, hands can come down, weight comes into the left leg, and you do a single leg. You're trying to keep that knee tracking nice and even. We're going to do 2 more. Woo. If you took it to the left leg, you're now going to take it to the right leg. Ground down through the whole foot. Keep a curl in through your abdominals, rib to hip connection. Ooh, I'm all over the place. We've got 1 more. And then slowly you're going to lose your mat. You're going to walk it all the way in. Don't do that. We're nearly done. You're going to come onto your belly. We're going to do a little bit of extension work to round ourselves out. And then we're going to finish. Sorry. Depending how big your ball is, or my God, I'm just losing my mat. Depending how stable you are, will depend on where you want to be. You want to have enough instability that you don't feel like you're just hanging out here, but you don't want to be so unstable that you feel like you're going to fall. So you're going to be on your fingertips and your toes. You're going to take left arm, right leg, reach it long. Inhale, bring it back down. So it's like that bird dog movement again. Exhale, same side, left arm, right leg. Inhale, bring it down. So what you don't want to feel here is that as you lift, your ribs and your pelvis and your lower belly are just dumping into that ball. You want to think that they're lifting away from the ball. We're going to do 3 more here. Last one, we're going to hold. You're going to reach that left arm long on your inhale. As you exhale, cactus arm, draw the elbow back towards the pelvis. Inhale, reach long, keep stable. Exhale, cactus arm. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, cactus arm. We've got 5 more. Don't forget about your right leg. And then slowly set it down. We'll take it to the other side. Right arm, left leg as you exhale. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. Woo. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, set it down. You've got 4 more. Hey, buddy. Hold that lift. Inhale, long. Exhale, draw that right arm back like a cactus. This side is way harder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it back. 5 more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just let yourself fall over the ball. Roll it back and forward, round out through the spine. And then from here, there's a couple of ways that you can do this next lunge. You could just come into our normal kind of Anjaneyasana, and maybe you reach the ball forward, or maybe you pull the ball in towards you. You could reach back and grab your back leg with the opposite hand and come into a quad stretch here. Otherwise, you can kind of take a lunge over the ball. So my left leg is forward, my right leg is back. I'm sort of hugging my inner thighs in towards the ball. And then you can take your arms up and overhead. Maybe take that right arm, grab it with the left wrist. Oh my God, and stretch towards the left. And then wherever you are, we're going to come into a hamstring stretch. So you can send the hips back, straighten out through the front leg. I'm going to lower that back knee. My hands are on the ball. You could just totally do all of this without the ball. And then we're going to roll it in and we're going to switch sides. So you're going to come to whatever lunge variation you came to on the first side. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, bring it through center, and then come into a hamstring stretch. You could also sit on the ball here and come into your hamstring stretch from there. And then you're slowly going to release. You can take any other movements that you feel like you need to and finish however you want to. I'm going to let myself roll over the ball here. You could come into a shavasana if that is what serves you. I'm going to shut up now because my words are not working for me. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. As you go forward, may you have balance in your thoughts, kindness in your words, and curiosity in your heart. Namaste.